Trap Dame Benji joins me here for Sports and Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live 65, iHeartRadio. You know what it is, North Carolina. We got the Carolina in the building tonight. Trap
Yeah,
Dame
man.
Benji, man, Flowers out now. I just saw the visual. Congratulations on the new drop. How you feeling? Welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate that. I'm feeling good, man. Everything all good. What we got going on, man?
So I noticed that Flowers isn't on Apple Music yet. Is that going to be hitting the streaming services
Oh
soon?
yeah, it's gonna drop next this Thursday coming up. Yeah, it's gonna drop this Thursday coming up on
Yeah.
all platforms.
Because when I did the promo, I used your single from 2019. I think it was Ben Broke. I used that
Yeah,
one. So
man.
what's been like so long? Because I saw you had another feature with I think there was a singer EP. I saw that. So what's kind of been like you taking your time? Kind of what's been your process of taking your time with releasing music?
Shit, man. I just had to get my life together for real. You
Yeah.
you had to run up some money at first, man. I ain't know it took this much money when I just first jumped this out when I was young, and life issues, but I'm back and better than ever, man. And that's why I dropped flowers to let them know, like, hey, man, I don't really need no flowers, but I'm here. I'm coming, man.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
No, you are. And how's the buzz around your city? How's the buzz doing?
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you, man. When I first started, I had a mean buzz going on, like a crazy buzz, and I lost it, but not being consistent over the years. So that's what I'm trying to get back right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little buzz, like not major, like how it used to be, but that ain't the problem. I just gotta push.
Yeah. How much of a priority is social media to you? Because I know a lot of times artists, they're always trying to build up their audience on social media. I get it's like a necessity nowadays, but are you more big on wanting to actually touch the people?
Yeah, I want to touch the people. I've been more into social media as far as now, but as than before because I wasn't really a social media type person, and I used to be so against it. So now it's like, you need social media to actually get this across. So it
Isn't
is
it
like
toxic? It's very toxic. So
it is
why
what it
why
is.
were you against it? Because you thought it was toxic? Why were you against social media?
Just being in your phone 24/7,
Yeah,
or
it's addicting.
yeah, it is very addicting. Take up most of your time if you're not using it for what you need to use it for. You know what I'm saying?
So prior to you being having to utilize it for music, so you were kind of still living in like the stone age of just being able to watch
Yeah,
TV,
and
maybe
sometimes,
read a
yeah,
book.
sometimes I still have that problem, man.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
those were the good times where you didn't have to worry about anything. See people watching you, worrying about who's you need someone's validation, worried about this
Mhm.
and that, and comparing yourself to someone else.
Yeah,
It's annoying, and especially people faking their followers. It's crazy. But talk to me about your come up story in Carolina.
my come up story in Carolina, like in what aspect?
Your life story, your childhood, and just you starting out as wanting to get into music.
Um, well, from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Uh, I could say I probably got into music when I was in church. I was a small kid. I was in a choir. I used to play the drums. I used to sing. I used to do everything in the church, and that's what brought me up to like even playing the piano and certain stuff like that. Like I can play it by ear, but it's all from the church. Like I grew up in the church. I stopped going to church around I say like 15. That's when I get started being in, saying grown, what they call it, mannish, thinking I don't need to go to church no more. But yeah, I pretty much learned everything from the church, and then I hopped into. I didn't take music serious until about uh, I say about well, dang. Basically, I got grown probably like 20 years old, man.
Wow.
I probably just mess around because I didn't see where I'm from in the part of Wake Forest where I'm at. It's like nobody doing anything musically around that time. Like I'm one of the like first rappers. Besides Bills Lucas, shout out to Bills Lucas. Me and him probably the first rappers to start rapping in our area. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I probably got into music. Probably went to the studio around like 20. and made my first song in the studio, and then went from there trying to take it serious, but still couldn't catch on to it. So around 4 years ago from now, I dropped Trap Dame Benji. And that video went up in my neighborhood. It got like almost 4,000 views up there, but all my views are organically, like it's organic. It's
Yeah, you want to
I don't,
keep it that way too.
yeah, like I don't even pay for promotion. I don't have no paid promotion or nothing like.
Yeah,
So
I
every
don't either. I'm big on just growing your audience organically, and it's gonna come, especially if you're talented and you're serious about your work. It's gonna come. With you being 20 years old, you're still young. I don't believe in ageism in hip hop. I know there's a lot of the people
Thank
like,
you.
yeah, I
Thank
don't
you.
believe in that because you got guys like Griselda that are like way into they're like 40s now. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and they
Ageism and
getting
even like
money.
legends. Yeah, even like the legends, like I know a lot of times some of the younger artists like to say like, "Oh, well, he's 50, he's an OG, he's too old, he's washed." I don't believe in
Yeah,
ageism in hip hop. Every other genre doesn't do it. You know, if the Rolling Stones
right.
dropped an album for the rock genre, it's going to go crazy no matter what. But I think you have a lot of time, especially with how old are you now? Because you were serious when you're
20,
20.
29 now.
You're 29. Yeah, you
Yeah.
still young. I know a lot of times that's that social media bullshit. I'm telling you, man.
Man,
That
look, listen,
yeah.
I don't, it don't put me in my head. I don't watch interviews with these podcasts, and I'm just sitting here listening. I'm like, but when I think about it, I know so many rappers over 30 that's successful, and they ain't hopped into the game really until they was 30. They kept messing up in their 20s.
Is there times where you
You know what
feel
I'm saying?
behind, like kind of behind the ball a little bit because of your age? Are there times you feel that way?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Especially when you rapping, when you see all these young rappers coming out and they going crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not a
I
hater.
thought you gotta
If I
outdo
can
them.
learn
You gotta
from
outdo them with your talent. That's how I look at it. It's who's better.
yeah. Uh-huh. And but like you said, man, age don't have no I mean music don't have no number on it, like far as age. Like I never got that. I don't understand it and I don't know why people say that. That's weird to me. Like, what if this guy is 63, but he over there spitting some fire bars or some crazy shit and you know what I'm saying? You don't know how old he is, but on the radio, you're like from the radio, you just bobbing your head like, who
Yeah.
is this? But once you find out he's 63, you gonna stop listening to him?
Exactly.
Nah,
Yeah.
man.
Age discrimination.
Nah, that's weird. That's weird activity.
Yeah, that's crazy. Who's like a story as far as a success story that's made it out of Carolina? Because I know you got the baby, he's from there, J. Cole, or any of those guys, kind of someone you're trying to model your blueprint
Man, I can
after.
put two people that I watched successfully get out of North Carolina. And I don't know the baby personally, but I watched him. I was one of the people, like first people on the baby when I was listening to him. He was what's his name, Baby Jesus or something like that. And I was listening to Baby pretty early before everybody even caught on to him. But I watched his growth and the way he was just moving around in North Carolina like nobody ever did. Even J. Cole didn't do it that way. J. Cole had to go to New York and go. The baby was literally going around all the places in the Carolinas and then putting Carolina on that way. And then the next person I'll look into with the story is Tootsie.
Mm.
And my biggest mistake with him was when we first started, he had first started around the time, we both started around the same time taking it seriously. I don't know him either personally, but he's from the same area I'm from.
Mhm.
And I remember hitting him up for a feature. And I had the money around this time for sure. And I still probably do, but it was only $1,200. It was right after he dropped Red Lights. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get a feature. He said 1,200. My ass like 1,200. Oh, you not da 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 da. I'm being cocky. I'm like, oh no, he ain't worth $1,200. We on the same spot. But now I wish I would have took that feature.
But do you look at it as too when you come from the same area and don't you want to look at it now looking back? Because I know you said you wish that you took that feature, but don't you kind of look at it in hindsight of saying, you know what, I want to build up myself to the point where he's not going to charge me for the feature and he's just going to give it to me off respect.
Yeah, and that's where I'm getting to, and that's
Yeah.
why and that's how I know how I'm gonna get it. I'm getting everything through respect. I ain't come to play. Like I'm not playing. I done. I'm about to sacrifice it all, man.
Yeah. And I think it's good to showcase yourself because a lot of times a lot of new artists are so quick to get the feature, you got to get the feature, I get it. But at the same time, you want to showcase that you don't need that feature. You could make a hit on your own.
My biggest thing right now is uh putting my money in the right places instead of
Mm.
just putting it all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right now.
Mm. So when did you become kind of smart financially as far as knowing where to invest? Because we kind of talked about that at the beginning of the interview, and that's something that they don't teach about people. I don't care if they don't teach it that to regular people who go to college, how to balance and budget your money. They teach you how to get trapped and get credit cards, and you got to do
Yeah,
this. It's the whole the system's a trap. We know that. So
yeah.
when did you kind of have to realize like I have to budget my money and use it in the right places?
Well, I kind of got a little guidance, like with people that's already been in the music industry or that's in the music industry already. So I do have an advantage on that. Shout out to Mass Benji, L Nice, done tapped in with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If I got any questions, I'm gonna ask them first before anything when it comes to this stuff. So they pretty much got my back on that.
Mm. So how did you get connected with L Nice and start making moving around and making connections? Was that kind of through in
Uh,
person?
yes, in person. I met him through Mass Benji. Mass Benji is we used to be a whole group called the Benji Cartel, and then we all split apart and went separate ways. But we still do everything together, like far as working together and stuff. But Mass Benji is how I met L Nice. He had him come down here to North Carolina and had him in a video shoot and brought him to the house and all types of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying?
What's the
Shout out to
biggest
L Nice,
gem?
man.
Yeah, shout out to L Nice. What's the biggest gem you got from L Nice so far in the industry that's actually helping you out with your career?
What the biggest gem is?
Yeah.
Uh, not to put my money somewhere. I just asked him a question. He said, "Don't, yeah, don't do that."
So,
But
how about
nothing too major right now.
yeah? As far as labels go, is that something that you're looking for? Or you because I know we're kind of in the independent era right now. Everyone's preaching independence and that you could do it all on your own.
Man, I ain't listening to that shit either, man. I'm gonna do what's best for me. If the
That's for
label
you.
hit me up and it's a good deal for me and I can get out of that deal within a couple years, pay me.
Yeah,
I'm going to the
exactly.
label. People being independent, some people are just doing it just to be stubborn or just say they can so they can just say they're independent, but they're not getting nowhere.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's real. That's
But
real.
I prefer now if you're able to stay independent, stay independent. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. But if you can handle it, do it. If you got a good team, a good stay independent. Do what you do. Market it. Do it the best you can. But if now if it's a dumb offer, of course I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay independent as long as yeah, I understand. I'm not the type that's just gonna take the pen and oh it's $1 million. Yeah, but the whole deal was bad, you know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah, no, you definitely gotta make sure you sign something that's not selling your soul away and you're publishing away. You know, you got to take the right deal.
Right.
We talked about at the beginning of the interview, you coming up in the church. Are you going to bring live instrumentalization into your music? Are you going to want to play the piano on some of your songs, stuff like that?
I done had ideas of it. I even wanted to hit up that guy that be playing the violin for that guy that be playing the violin for the rappers and they be walking and they be rapping the song.
Oh yeah, I've seen
I
that on
forgot
social
the
media. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I haven't really did nothing like that, but yeah, I've thought about it like far as idea wise. So yeah,
What are the next steps
for
for you
sure.
after Flowers? Are you planning to roll out with like an EP, a project, an album, or just keeps it drops? You got some
Um
more singles in the tuck?
yeah, I'm gonna keep dropping singles until these people hear me, man, and then I'm gonna drop that big EP for 'em. But the next thing I'm shooting is I'm putting out is it's called Shooting Star, and
Hmm.
so people can be on the lookout for that after we run this flowers up for a little bit.
What's the message behind Shooting Star?
Me, I'm the
You're the
shooting
shooting
star.
star.
You're a shooting star, and if you don't know who you is, You got to know who you are, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. A lot of people right now. I like that you're able to recognize that you're a shooting star. A lot of people can't find themselves, and a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff to figure out what they are, and it leads them down to a wrong path. And it's good that you're able to find yourself and recognize your talent, and that's big.
I honestly can't wait to put it out, man. That song is so motivational. Like it's motivation. You know what I'm saying? If you can send me your number, I'll let you get it early. Just
Yeah, no, for
don't
sure. I
send
got
nobody.
you. Yeah, I'm gonna I'll
Yeah,
DM you my number. Yeah, let me hear that, man. And whenever you're ready, I'll make sure to get it in the rotation for you because I got flowers in my rotation for you. So when you're ready to drop this new one, just let me know, and we'll get that promoted for you. Because
I appreciate you, man. Well, where you located?
I'm in Connecticut, but I'm based in the tri-state area. I started out in
Oh
Queens and
yeah.
St. John's. Yeah.
Shout out my brother Julio. He from Connecticut too.
Oh,
Connecticut
okay.
too, bro. He from Connecticut. What's that? Bridgeport, PT.
Bridgeport. Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, he hard. He fired. He came down here. He moved from up there to down here, and he done made a buzz out here. So shout out to
That's what
bro
you got to
too
do.
from Connecticut.
That's what you got to do when you're in the entertainment industry. You got, especially if you're from Connecticut. Please, you got to get
Mhm.
out. You got to go to a bigger place where there's some
Yeah,
kind
I
of
ain't know
buzz.
Connecticut was like that, man. Connecticut pretty small,
Yeah, it's small.
compared to the other cities.
Yeah, it is. We have hidden gems here. We have Chris Webby's from here. We got some up and coming artists from here, but we just don't have an entertainment scene. So we either go to New York, we go to LA, we go to Atlanta. We just get out. That's the best advice that I can give to people that are from Connecticut. If you want to pursue a career in entertainment, get out. And your friend
Hmm.
there from Bridgeport, Julio, he went down to North Carolina.
Yeah,
Look what happened.
yeah.
See?
He got it. He doing his thing. He got a big old buzz. Ain't no
Yeah.
cap.
He knows the
Yeah.
blueprint. Right move for him. But what are some of your next moves? Because you talked about you got the Shooting Star single on the way. What's some of the other things you got planned? You got merch on the
Um.
way, or even performances?
Yeah. Merch is definitely on the way. My brand Blau. Blau. Yup,
I
that's it
like that.
right there. It's coming. It's on the way. I'm gonna start off with some fitted caps and some little hats and stuff. We're gonna throw the label up there, and then but yeah, it will be a LLC, and it'll be under me, CEO. Uh, and after, I mean, I've been looking into starting my own little label too, because they said,
Mm.
know what I'm saying, sign yourself.
Yeah, hey, no one's gonna pay you like you pay yourself. That's what Cameron said.
Yeah,
So he's right about that.
exactly.
It's kind of
Mhm.
funny because we talked about with Julio going out to North Carolina, and if you're from Connecticut, get out. Have you thought about relocating outside of North Carolina?
I feel like I'm gonna have to, or if I don't, I'm gonna definitely have to travel outside the Carolinas to get what I'm looking for, because it's not right here. I'm gonna let you know. And like I said, I only seen one person do it. That was the baby, but I'm pretty sure he had out things outside of the Carolinas that was going on,
Mhm.
or
If you
connections.
if you
But
were to fill out where you want to go, where do you think you would make that move to?
um, probably a big state like with music, probably like or the city of Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Um, but the thing about Atlanta, they already oversaturated with stuff like that. But
Yeah, I know
that
it's
don't mean
too
anything.
popping. You got to go somewhere where it's like it's
Yeah.
popping but low key.
Probably like places like where they like where all right, like Florida. All right, for example, Melly. He did not have to leave Florida. He was already making good money in Florida off his music before it started touching other states. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Florida's one big of a state where what I'm saying, you take over, it's good. California, stuff like that, like places like that.
No,
That
I think
makes
that could be
sense.
the right move for you. Yeah, you got to go
Texas,
somewhere where it's like low key popping, and then you're one of the ones to
yeah,
really bring the next wave. Atlanta, it's hot, hot Atlanta. That's what they call it, but it's hot right now. So it's kind of
yeah,
want to see what's on the next up and coming because New York had its time, it's Atlanta's time, LA had its time as well, and it's always gonna be popping in those areas. But it's just gonna either go back and forth and potentially to another place. But I think you're right. I think probably Atlanta, but like you said, it's too oversaturated. So maybe in LA. It's all on how you feel at the end of the day. I know that they always say that hip hop sales are declining and all that. In your opinion, who's got the number one album so far this year? We're only 3 months into the year. What's your number one album this year so far in hip hop?
number one album this year. Mm, mm. Probably gonna give it to 21 as of right now.
Mm.
21 Savage. But I barely listen to 21 Savage. He hard though. Don't get me wrong, but I think he has the best one I've heard so far. Yeah.
Mm. I know Schoolboy Q just dropped an album too. I saw that.
Oh, I ain't even checked that out.
Yeah.
Oh man. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think though. Uh
It's tough because our
yeah, I'm gonna
artists
give
don't really take their time with their music anymore. There's because that's the climate we're in now, and I think that's a lot of social media is they want you to constantly
um
release stuff, so you can't release. There's no more classics anymore.
I'm gonna keep it real. I've been bumping all the females. The females been going crazy, man.
Who's your top female rapper?
I give it the big glow. I can
Big
give you
Glorilla.
three. Yeah, I give you three. Glow and Mulatto, they got the bars to me.
Hmm.
A lot of people not gonna like this, but Sexy Red, but
Oh God,
only
really?
because, only because it's authentic. That's it, and you can tell she's having fun like with her music. So, but as far as like dumbed down music, she definitely has the most dumbed down music for
Oh
all of us.
God, it's awful. I mean, at least you didn't. I mean, at least you didn't say Ice Spice. It's all that's we're getting to the
No, I
bottom of the
can't do
totem
it.
pole.
Ice Spice is a little. I don't know. I can't get with that.
Ugh.
She got some. She got some, but yeah, I can't get with Ice Spice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the girls they pretty much locked the industry down right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Every girl rapper, new female rapper that's entered the game since 2023 has a hit record.
That's true. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
No, you're right about
that's
that.
crazy.
Males need to step their game up. Let's go.
Yes, we got to step our game up, man. We got to take back over this shit, man.
Exactly. No more. We need some new artists out here. I'm sick of the nonsense. Jack Harlow's trash. Drake. You need to get back to where he was years ago. Like, take care. Nothing was the same. Because that for
Oh,
all the dogs wasn't
that
cutting
Drake
it.
ain't coming back.
Nah, it
That Drake
isn't.
ain't coming back. For all my dogs, I was like, okay, the first song, let's hear it. I was like, okay, the beat sound like he about to tear this shit up. Oh, he started singing. I was
Oh,
like, oh
Virginia
shit.
Beach. Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but I was just like, oh, that threw me off. This supposed to be for the fellas. Like, I'm thinking it's supposed to be for all his dogs, but I guess he talking about his people, like his dogs, his actual dogs,
Yeah.
like his friends and shit.
Got some
Cause
soft dogs.
it won't for us.
She's got some soft dogs.
I know you ain't telling your dogs to bend that ass over, let that coochie breathe.
It sure as hell wasn't doggy style, please. Wasn't Snoop Dogg's
Oh
doggy style. Far from it. But man, are you
yeah,
planning an album already? Do you kind of have like an album title in mind once you do finally come to that conclusion and you're ready?
I got the title, but no, I haven't put it together yet. Um, well, I'm in between two titles right now. It's in the competition. I'm gonna let the people decide, but one is called "It's Never Be Late." Yeah, I mean, it's never too late. It's never too late, and then the other one is "Let's Be Grown."
Mm. Is
Yeah,
that kind of a message to people on social media? Is that let's be grown? Is that just
yeah,
kind of
it's a message. Definitely a message, and the "Never Too Late" is a message too, because like you said, with this age thing, that's the reason I it's never too late, man.
yeah.
That's the reason I made the song. Cause I heard J. Cole and Lil Yachty in a podcast. Lil Yachty was talking about if you're 28, 30 years old, it's over, man. Go get a job. I'm like, what if you already got a job?
Exactly.
What if
Yeah.
you already I'm like, this dude right here trying to shine people. But and then J. Cole he was like kind of trying to agree, but he was just basically saying if you're 30 plus doing this, then you need to come hard. And that's the answer I expect you to say, not no, it's too late. No. He said when you're 30, your bars and everything, you need to come hard. Like you're gonna have to come harder because these new people, like I said, they coming crazy.
Yeah. The biggest thing
And
is
they
never giving
changing
up either.
And the reason why rap sales going down, man, is because everybody sound alike right now.
Yeah.
Like, especially all the new dudes coming in. When I see their videos, they talking about the blicks and the drilling. Or if you look up the videos, it's an Airbnb with guns and money and girls. The same shit that you see in the next video. You just like,
Yes.
okay, all right, I got what you. Oh, you like killing it. You like killing people, so okay.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
grew
like
up in a
robbing and
different
stealing.
era, and so did you, because you're older than me. So you kind of had like the ending of the '90s, and me, I grew up with Nelly Country Grammar, 50 Cent, or Get Rich or Die Trying. I grew up in a
Yeah,
classic era. The stuff that we're in now, it's just
real
bullshit.
music is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Like real rap music or real music period in hip hop, I feel like it's gone, bro. It got
Yeah,
me to the point where I'm looking up these old songs on my Apple Music or something just to listen to, and it soothes my mind when I hear the old stuff. Like I can play it like it's new again, like
yeah,
for real. But that's like then I have to stop doing that because it makes me feel old. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like okay, now I gotta got down tune back into the younger music because I'm like okay, I can't get lost sidetracked of what's the past is. You know, so I gotta go on what's present right now. So you do have to keep up.
Mm. No, absolutely. You're right. Real music is gone, but it's important we got people that are trying to innovate and do new things. I think the motivation path you're going to take is going to help out a lot because it's different. It's not with all this, like you said, with the Airbnbs and the blickies and the guns and all this stuff, the
Yeah, no, and
toxicness.
the I done did all that. I done did
Yeah.
all that, and I'm like over it. And I'm like, if everybody's still doing this, and nobody it's not working for nobody, then why am I keep doing it? I'm gonna be creative. I'm about to do something different, and I even changed up my sound. Like, so flowers is up, man. Everybody go view flowers on YouTube right now.
Go check that out. Flowers are available on YouTube. It's going to be on streaming services soon. Trap Dame Benji, is there anything else you would love to let your fans know, the audience know that we didn't talk about?
Really, man, I just tapped in with me, man. Yeah, I know a lot of people
Oh, it's
say
kind of
that,
muffled.
but hey, y'all just tap in with me, man. I know a lot of people say that, but I'm really different, and I can't do nothing but show you. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on IG, so y'all can get the latest of me and know what's going on. Trap Dame Benji, blow.
You already know. Trap Dame Benji. Make sure you tap with him and with him on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram, Trap Dame Benji, and stay tuned for what he's got on the way. And next time you're on the show, man, you got to come back on for sure. You're gonna be having an
Uh,
album out.
Man, I'll pull up on you, man. Think I want to drive 7 hours to
To
Connecticut, man.
Connecticut.
Yeah, I'll pull up on you, man. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for sure. And you know, I look forward to seeing everything working out for you and you getting to where you want to be in your career. And it's only up from here, man.
For sure.
You already know. And shout out to L Nice too for getting us connected, and we'll be linking up again soon.
All right, man. Shout out L Nice, man. Appreciate you, bro.
You already know, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, all right?
For sure.
All right, man. Peace out.